We imagine ice ages as slow. These floods were anything but. This is Earth during the last ice age. Ice sheets stretch to the horizon, kilometers thick, pressing the land beneath their weight. The air is dry. The seasons are sharp and predictable. Life has adapted to this world. Animals migrate along familiar paths. Rivers follow routes carved over thousands of years. Valleys feel permanent. Nothing here suggests urgency. Nothing hints at disaster. But ice is not static. At the edges of these frozen giants, summer meltwater gathers slowly, patiently, behind walls of ice. Temporary lakes form. They grow. They wait. Some become vast inland seas, hidden from everything downstream. For generations, entire ecosystems live without knowing they exist. In these valleys, life goes on. Herds return year after year. Rivers nourish grasslands. Human communities learn the land by memory. There are no stories of floods here, no warning signs passed down, no reason to imagine the river could ever rise beyond its banks. Geologic time moves slowly enough to create certainty. And certainty is fragile. 15,000 years ago, in the Pacific Northwest, meltwater pooled behind an ice dam, forming one of the largest freshwater lakes known to time. It was called Glacial Lake Missoula. Some estimates suggest this lake emptied and refilled more than 100 times over 2,000 years. Ice dams do not fail gently. Seepage becomes erosion. Erosion becomes collapse. The entire lake could empty in less than 2 days. A wall of water hundreds of feet high surges forward, moving faster than animals can run, faster than humans can react. Forests are torn from the ground. Boulders are lifted and carried like gravel. Entire valleys are erased in minutes. If you witnessed this flood, you would have seen water behave like something else entirely. Not a channel, not a river, but a moving sea, flowing deep and wide across the land. Within minutes, the flat prairie would begin to tear apart. And when the water finally receded, the world below would no longer exist. There is no reference for a flood like this. Only the scars it left behind. We are forced to imagine. When the water passes, nothing is recognizable. Rivers are gone. Soil is gone. the memory of the land has been stripped away. What remains is stone, carved, channeled, and scarred. Not once, but repeatedly. As ice dams reformed and failed, floods tore across the Pacific Northwest again and again, each time reshaping the continent. What looks today like dry desert was once swept by water, deeper than skyscrapers are tall. The Earth remembers. Massive channels cut through solid basalt. Giant ripples frozen into the land. Waterfalls wider than cities now stand dry. These are not accidents. They are signatures. Proof that stability can be an illusion. The Ice Age was not a single ending. It was a series of releases. Moments when hidden forces were suddenly set free. These floods remain some of the most powerful events Earth has ever known. As ice dams fell, inland seas all over the world emptied. As the oceans rose, the edges of the world disappeared. Forests drowned, rivers became bays. Land that had existed for thousands of years vanished beneath the water. Over just a few thousand years, sea level rose nearly 400 feet. In pulses that erased entire landscapes within a single lifetime. Villages were abandoned. Hunting grounds vanished. Worlds ended without warning. And then the water stopped rising. What remained was a different planet. A world rebuilt on higher ground. The floods didn't just reshape the land. They reshaped memory. Stories of rising water, of lands lost to the sea, of a time when the world drowned. The same memory appears throughout independent cultures. Water rising, land disappearing. With no writing, no science, the only way to preserve a warning was through story. So floods became myths. Survival became a miracle because they were too large to explain. Even now, the illusion of stability could shatter at any time.